God says you must prepare for this World War III. It's not a distraction. So the Lord allowed me to have a vision that I was praying to him at the time when I just seen it. Everybody's seen it, with Donald Trump and stuff, because I don't really pay attention to this stuff. I just don't. I get like, not to, act like this and that, but I don't have time for all that stuff and all that fear mongering stuff. But I let the Lord tell me what I need to tell, and I tell y'all if he tells me to tell y'all at that very moment, whatever it is. And this is a very moment, and it's an urgent word. So, as he told me to tell y'all right after, let y'all know about everything. So when I like I said, when I found out about it, everybody was like, whoa, see the comments, you see everything. But it wasn't until this dude, I don't know this guy, his name is Freak. He always posting stuff, but I don't watch his videos all the time. I just see it here and there. And so, and I don't really watch it through. I just look at it and, so, but he allowed me to really pay attention to this video because there was some stuff on this. But first, I'm going to say about the vision that the Lord showed me. So he showed me a black woman, and she was looking out at something. It was 554. So she was looking at something, but she was crying. And I'm like, what is she crying about? I can't see it. I'm thinking to myself, like, But anyway, then I saw this person in the house, and it looked like a woman, and it was family behind her, and on the side of her on the couch watching Donald Trump about something, and it basically was about the World War III, and it was also about, oh, I fell over me. It was also about the World War III, and it was also about like fear, like it was causing fear because it was an urgency, you know. And so, anyways, after that, that's when I finally saw what the black woman was looking at, and she was looking at the ground, and it was something up a little further. There was some mess going on, but the most thing I looked at was like the ground, and the ground was all cracked up, crackled up. It just looked terrible. It looked like something that smashed the ground. Like it was like it looked terrible, and it was like let me see what it is. Yeah. So the Lord told me, he said these cities will be desolate among y'all soon. And he said, and you need to get medicine. So I'm saying for whoever that has insulin problems, like if you're diabetic, whatever issues that you have with your body, ask God, is there some herbs that you can use, and then get those. I would recommend a lot of people to go on iHerb.com. Go on iHerb.com. There's a lot of different things on there to find out about this, find out about, it's got so much cool things on there. I be seeing the ad a lot, especially on YouTube and stuff. It's a lot of stuff, so go on there. And then also, it's just a lot of things that you can do, like a lot of alternatives sites. But I will say iHerb and like Swanson, but especially iHerb. Really, 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 really iHerb, okay? iHerb.com. iHerb.com. Okay, they got an app for it as well. But yes, go and look at certain things. Get your, medicines, cold medicine, whatever it is, because you don't know when this is happening, right? So, but I did make a word on this a little bit before these situations about certain stuff. So I'm gonna see if I can put it on there. And y'all can look at that as well, because God keeps urgently having me talking about the World War III. That's just what's coming. So people need to start praying, and don't be sitting over here being all fearful and all of this stuff and that. And another thing, don't be allowing Donald Trump or any certain people that's in the White House. I'm not saying that certain things you shouldn't listen to, but if it's making you feel uneasy, like it ain't something that you should do, and you are connected with the Lord, you're talking to the Lord, you're fasting, you're praying, you're petitioning, you're doing the things the Lord is telling you to do, go to God about it, because I'm telling you something. A lot of them, they try to tell you what to do and what not to do. A lot of them, Donald Trump and a lot of them, they're going in a bunker. Let's just keep it real. They're going into a bunker. When everything goes the way it goes, things they plan for, the people they done help so they can get by in life and then leave us for the dust. I'm telling you right now, go to God. He's going to help you. He's going to help his children. I said that on the other video. He's going to help his children. Now, if you're not with God, you better get with God. Ain't no lukewarm stuff. He will spit you right out of his mouth. And I bet they'll say, oh, God ain't gonna have no mouth. Spiritually, he do. Just like spiritually, we say something, then it'll happen. Right? So, it's all spiritual. God will spit you out. And you will see it physically. Okay, you might not see him spit it out, but you will see it spiritually, how he just don't give you no grace. You understand? You need grace in this time frame to get by. and everybody's just doing everything to get money, doing everything to get love. You better go to God. He's going to be the one to help you out with money, help you out. And I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people need to start saving up their money properly in this world. At least try. I know some things and situations where bills and stuff, certain stuff like that can cause you not to be able to save money. But if you have the means, and the wisdom that the Lord has given you, save your money. Work on your idolizing ways and idolizing things. Because I'm telling you right now, a lot of money is being used from gluttony, all this food, all these fast food restaurants, and also for certain materials like cars and phones and all this stuff. Listen, start using your money properly. If you don't need a new phone, you don't need a new phone. Just start using your money properly, because there's some stuff that is going on. I'm telling you. And I be trying to tell people they're going to be using people's bodies and sexually and using money to get by in those times. And I'm talking about more like material possessions. If you're going to do anything, like use things that, listen, save up your money so you don't need to use your body or give certain materials for trades. That's what's going to be happening sooner or later. I'm just telling the truth. But anyway, we'll go to God about this word, of course, but I'm just telling the truth. Let me look at this. So he showed me Freak, Frrek, and it was 162 that he had comments, and then 162 that he had shares. So I looked up 162 in the Strong Concordance, BibleHub.com, and it said this right here. It says to take captive. All right. So that's what's going to be happening. It's going to be a lot of people being taken captive. A lot of things. It's going to be a lot of people going into war. They don't want to go to war. They're going to be having certain people in age groups going into war. Certain people that they don't even care who it is. They're going to be forcing a war. It don't matter the age. It don't matter your ethnicity. It don't matter if you got the what they say, if you even have any type of credentials for that. Like you don't even have. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going to put you in there. They're going to be taking people captive, and just to sit there and take they're going to take the U.S. people, and they're going to have us captive. And those Irans, whoever that's Iran is working with, I'm telling you, feel in the spirit, they're going to be taking people, and they're going to be putting them in camps and torturing U.S. citizens. I'm telling you, people need to get themselves together. They're going to be taking us, not us, but you know what I'm saying, people that are not covered by the Lord. I'm telling you right now, and I don't care if they do take somebody that's a child of God. God will get them out of the situation. But if you're not a child of God, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to make it through these situations. People think God is a joke. God is going to show people he's not a joke. I'm telling you right now. People need to start fearing the Lord. Start having fear in the devil. Have fear in the Lord. I'm telling you right now. Because I'm telling you, he's taking his hand off of this earth in a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you. But anyways, they're going to be taking people, and they're going to be taking us, certain people that are evil, U.S. citizens, certain U.S. citizens, and leading them to be captive into their camps and to their home. They're going to be taking you to a foreign place. I'm telling you, that's what's going on. And that's what the Lord is saying. And it says, woe. So woe means grief and dread in the Bible, urgent appeal. It talks about human weakness collides. And it talks about human weakness collides with divine sovereignty, allowing speakers to pour out unfiltered emotions before the Lord. That's what's going to be going on. So let me look at this a little bit more with the 162 real quick. So it says right here for Psalms chapter 16 verse 2, I say to the Lord, you are my Lord. Apart from you, I have no good thing. And that's how we need to start looking at that. It's talking about total dependence on Lord, and it basically said God acknowledging him as the source of all goodness and blessings. And it says also that with this verse, it says all a person seems pure to them, but motives are weighed by the Lord. And it talks about that with Proverbs chapter 16 verse 2. Again, it says all a person's way seems pure to them, but motives are weighed by the Lord. A lot of people think they're doing good what they do, but the whole time, God knows what's right and what's wrong. And what they're doing is wrong. And then what you're doing and whatever that you do is right. He knows what's right and he knows what's wrong. And it says right here, it says 554 in the Strong Concordance. It says to disarm and then to strip away. Okay, so they're going to be stripping a lot of things away from U.S. citizens, and they're going to be trying to take away guns.